Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
Hey everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. Do I have all my lights on? I don't even know. But welcome in everybody. Hopefully I do. I was trying to hurry and get on here because I thought I had scheduled the live and I didn't hit the schedule button. So I'm a little behind on that. But welcome in everybody as I'm just getting everything ready and up and all in where it needs to be. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see everyone. Happy Friday to everybody. You know, it's the end of Friday too. So it's like we are into the weekend. We're into the weekend. Okay, happy mom. Yes. And if anybody would like to become a member, actually, I have the link. I'll paste it into the chat before I forget. And welcome in. It's good to see everybody. We got a happy mom and we got a mama bear. Look at that. I love that. It's good to see everyone. Hey, Mary Beth. Hopefully you're feeling good. Hey, Laura. Hey, Tony. Hey, Casey. Okay, I'm going to go up to the top and then go back down. Because I've been going from the bottom up and then I feel like I miss people that way, you know, because people will come in and I'm like, did I say hi or not? Hello, Ladybug. Hey, Laura. And I might just say hey again, you know. Hey, Mary Beth again. Probably be watching them. Very weak tonight. Probably be watching the same ones. Well, I don't know. There's a few different people that have them out. That are putting videos out. We're only going to watch a couple tonight, but I do know of a channel that's putting out a whole bunch of different body cam videos. And I was going through them earlier and I picked out one that I thought was pretty good. And then I found, have you guys seen the video of Brian? I'm sure you guys have if you've been on the internet today, but of Brian just strolling into like Costco and stuff, not having a card or nothing. Acting like he can get in there without no cards. Oh, let's see. I was just reading your chat. I was just reading the chat, that's why I got quiet. Hey, Ashley. Hola, baby girl. And I said, hey to Tony. I don't want to pass anyone up now. Hey, Casey. Yeah, if I don't have that scheduled, like if I don't have it scheduled, hey, Bree, believe you me, I'll be here. I'll usually tell you. If it's something, if I can't come on or something, but I thought I hit the stupid button and I didn't. Hey, Jennifer. I was like, well, guess I didn't do that. But that happens a lot more times than I would like to admit. What was that? I heard that too. Oh, that's Vincent getting my drinks. That scared me for a minute. I'm like, I know that sound. I think I've told you guys that before. Our front door, like it squeaks a little bit. It's just a little squeak. And like we could fix it with WD-40, right? Just spray the hinges. Like that's an easy fix. But I like it. It's like an added extra piece of security. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, if me and the dogs are in the back of the house, like, we don't hear that front door open, but we hear that creak. We hear that squeak. It's like a little squeak. So he was slowly opening the door, and I barely heard it. Hey, Kitsy Cats. Hey, PKC. Because if anyone can sneak in around here, it's him. Hey, DM. Hey, Marcella. And I forgot to get a picture of him in that outfit he wore yesterday to his work function. Now I feel bad because that would have been a funny picture. I'm gonna have to make him wear it again. He should know. I don't know. We have a membership at Costco. We don't go there a lot. We go to Sam's Club a lot. And every time we go in, Vincent has that card out. And I'm like, I just look at him. Like if you not at Costco. Now they're a whole different breed over there. They want your card. They're like, scan it in and then give us your fingerprint and then give us your firstborn. Costco's it's kind of hard to get in there. But if at our Sam's Club anyway, if you just like look at the person, it's usually this sweet guy and he's in a wheelchair and he's been there forever and a day. It's usually him or this younger girl. And if you just smile, hi, and just keep going with your like buggy or your cart, whatever you call it, they usually don't stop you. They're not going to run you down for your Sam's Club card. Costco, they will. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Mr. Rosebud. Hey, Lenora. Hey, Mr. Mutant. Welcome in, everyone. Be right back, Casey said. Hey, Ozzy. And did I say hi to you, DM? I'll say I highlighted your name. I don't know if I said it or not. Hey, Adriana. Well, welcome in, everybody. And I actually looked, yeah, they don't have sidewalks or Costco's. And PADM said, that's very true. That's very true. I remember actually looking that up and seeing, and they do have them. Like I don't know why I looked that up, but because I didn't know. Hey, Doodlebug. Look at that coming in the chat with all the cute little buggies. Okay. So we have Banfield, which has the surveillance images of Coburger. You already know she's going to be funny with it. She had apparently, Gray Hughes was the one I was like kind of listening to it before I came on here. Because I listened to the one on Courttv, but I thought she'd be a little bit funnier to listen to. And she was pretty entertaining. And then Jack Showalter, he did an interview, but he called called the cops on the phone. And then they must have like rerouted him to one of the guys, that was in charge of, or that was, in charge or, involved with the investigation, because he does talk to him on the phone. And then Hunter Johnson did an interview I saw that Plunder got. And so I put everyone's links in the description and I'll put them in the chat throughout the live as well. So we'll watch those. And then, yeah. And hopefully you guys have had a great day. It's been a really good day. I have some good news to tell you guys soon. So, but it has to wait, but it's going to be soon. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just reading your guys' chat. He stands out like a dork. He does. He does. Someone was talking about his knees look like they're killing him, and it was making me laugh. It was making me giggle today. Okay. So I'm going to put all of these links into the chat too. So if you guys want to watch them on your own, you guys can. But this is going to be the interview with Jack Showalter. The interview is he just interviews them in the car. So we'll hear that. But the first few seconds will be, I should just go ahead and start playing it, because the first few seconds of it is silence. And then I think that's when he picks up the phone, realizes he needs to hit record. Because he's going 0 miles per hour too. So he must be just be sitting there. I didn't notice that before. I thought he was cruising. I thought he was. I thought he was driving. I've listened to this. This is my 3rd or 4th time now. I crap you not. And it's like, I shit you not. I really have. And I thought that he was moving this whole time. Oh, maybe he does start. He does start moving. Why does he start moving? Stay where you're at, bro. That's what I would have done. Hey, Scotty. What happened? Oh, gosh.
It's Sergeant Hathaway.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Hey, how we doing?
My name is. I want to make like a statement about, I believe, the night of Saturday.
Okay, what's going on?
So I'm just friends with Maddie. I was with her at the bar that night. And I forget who, I don't know the person we left with, but we left to get grub truck at like 2, and we were there from like 2 to probably latest 2:30. And then she and the other lady got picked up in a silver sedan. That's my only description I know. And then they went home from there. And I just wanted to let you guys know, as far as like I knew about her whereabouts. I don't know if that helps with him.
So he did go home, right? But he didn't run to Africa. Who started the son of a gun? I think I know who started that. That was JLR. Because I was looking up thumbnails for tonight. I'm going to look that back up.
I mean, yeah, anything helps. You said you were with them?
Thumbnails are specific.
I was with Maddie at the corner club. And then they wanted to leave with Maddie and her friend. I don't recall who her friend was. I was intoxicated. But then we went to grub truck, and then they got picked up from grub truck.
Okay.
And that's as far as I knew about her whereabouts that night.
Okay. Well,
yeah, she just got in a silver sedan.
But you don't know who it was or anything?
No, I didn't see who the driver was.
And you said your name was...
Yes, sir.
How do you spell your last name? And do you have a middle initial?
Yes, sir.
Date of birth? What's that current address for you?
No, it wasn't him.
Yeah, I'm right down the road at...
It wasn't him. It was on a different thumbnail. JLR was, that finger he has that he uses that points. It was like that, but it was a different finger. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew that wasn't him. But he was doing a lot. He was doing the most in this case. And not in the best way. I don't know who this is.
You said...
Yes, sir.
Is that where you're at now?
No, I drove home this morning.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Boise.
Oh, Boise.
Yeah, I was just talking to my parents, and I didn't know if I would be helpful or not. And my dad was like, yeah, anything could maybe help. So,
what's a good phone number for you?
Yes, sir. It's
And what's the address that you're at now?
It's Boise, Idaho.
In Boise?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said that's your parents' place. What are your folks' name? Is there a home phone at that house?
Yeah.
What is it?
You want it?
So,
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like I don't know how often they use it, but
I just
I don't
wanted
think it's like
So you said,
yeah.
what was the last four?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you just drove home today?
Yeah, it just seemed like everyone else in my house and a lot of the community was leaving, and I do live right down the road, so it kind of seems unsettling being around. Yeah.
No, I get it. Do you have a roommate or anything?
No, I live by myself.
Gotcha. Well, I'm guessing that one of the folks that is working the case, or like a detective or something, would probably want to have a conversation with you. Is that something you're down with doing?
Yeah, I'd love to help if I can help anyway.
Okay. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
The phone number can work. Call or text, whatever.
Your cell phone? Okay. How long are you going to be at your parents' house?
I mean, just until we figure out what's going on with school. I mean, just Thanksgiving break, and once classes are, once we figure out what's going on with classes, come back and figure out.
So you're because there's still school left before Thanksgiving break, right?
Yeah, but I have a lot of classes that I just don't need to be currently there for.
Okay, so
I mean, just like everybody else, they told him to go home if they wanted to go home, you know. I think he was probably like, I'm going home.
You're not planning on being in class?
Yeah, I just have stuff I can do on a computer.
Gotcha.
And happy birthday, George.
Well, I'll pass on your information. I appreciate you reaching out, and we'll have a detective get a hold of you and try to figure out a time to take a statement from you.
Okay, I appreciate you a ton.
All right, take care. Thanks.
So he must have not have went very far. That's all of it.
You have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
That's it. Like, and then he plays his music again. It was a lot louder in my headphones earlier, but and then he just gets on his computer and you can't see what he's doing over there. But so like, yeah, I was looking it up and JLR did do a video, but I don't know if he did a video on that Africa, like Jack going to Africa or not, but he did do one that when Jack's friend came out and said, like, just please stop saying that, like, for people to stop, you know, she went on TikTok or something and said that she knew the family and it's really messing his family up. And, you know, like they can't sleep at night and, you know, just things that happen with trauma and like people just going after people on the internet. So, I mean, I don't know. I wonder what other people are going to say when all these videos start to like come out and it shows that, you know, these kids, none of these kids did this. You just never know. I don't know. So let's play the one with Gray Hughes. Don't worry. He's not here to yell at anybody. He's not going to yell at anybody in this chat tonight. He's just on the YouTube on the Banfield. He can yell sometimes. He can get upset a little bit. Every time I think of Africa, that's what I think of. So the song by Toto. That's, yeah. Every time in the beginning when that, still to this day, probably. I think I thought of it earlier, actually. And hey, PKC, I don't know if I said hello to you. And hey, Mandy, welcome in, everyone. And happy birthday again, Sailor Outlaw George. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully you had a great birthday. My birthday falls on a Friday this year as well. Okay, so she's going to go over the still images of Kohberger and then the video they had of him, and she's going to go over it with, I guess, Gray Hughes. I'm assuming it's because Gray Hughes had the video and somehow she found out. I don't know how she knew, but she knew. Because I know that Gray Hughes and Plunder, so they go together sometimes, and they'll get like documents together because it's cheaper, you know, if you can split it with another person, which is a very smart move on their behalf. Now, I wonder like how that would work though. Do you have to like agree to like release things on the same day? You know, I mean, that could get a little weird, but it seems like it works out for them.
With some shocking surveillance video of Brian Kohberger. It's video that has been under wraps for almost 3 years. It is early afternoon, November 13th, 2022. You will probably remember that was a Sunday, and an ordinary college town in Idaho was just waking up to a nightmare that would turn that town, that college, and dozens of families upside down. Moscow, Idaho, and soon the whole world was just learning that a quadruple murder suspect was out there on the loose. And tonight, we can actually see what that murderer, what Brian Kohberger was doing while on the loose.
Oh, you can tell like he used to be big at one point. I don't know why. I can tell that by the way he walks, but I can. I'm not sorry. I'm laughing at it. Okay, if somebody watched me walk, I don't even want to know. I'm going to take a video now. I have metal in my legs, but still, I mean, no excuse. I'm going to have to see what I look like walking. But he was walking with like a purpose though, wasn't he, in a way? But he walks kind of funky. Okay, we're going back. I'm probably going to have this. I'm just going to put this on a loop and just go and just spend the day doing something tomorrow. And you guys can all watch that part on a loop. That's funny.
On the loose. And tonight we can actually see what that murderer,
like right here in his hip area,
what Brian Kohberger was doing while on the loose.
And he doesn't look like his gloves on.
About at a Costco and
it doesn't look like he has gloves on.
At a coffee shop and at a supermarket the very morning that he slaughtered those 4 kids in their beds. Out and about like he didn't have a care in the world, like it was any other Sunday. Gray
Look at that
Hughes
face.
Was the first to bring this incredible surveillance footage to light. He hosts the podcast and YouTube channel Gray Hughes Investigates. Gray was also the first person to obtain the surviving roommate's
Thank God he took that hat off.
call. Welcome back to the program, Gray. It's good to have you. I just want to start by saying I watched your entire episode and it gave me chills. I wanted to ask you your first thoughts upon seeing these nonchalant actions of this murderer just hours after he did what he did.
I think that's what it is right there. It's how casual he was, like it was just an ordinary day. There's no way any of those people around would have thought that he had any part in killing 4 people just about 8 hours prior to that. You know, he walks in there. I mean, he's kind of a clueless type person, though. It's kind of, I mean, it's pretty strange. You would go into a Costco without a card or something and think you can go in and buy a drink. It almost feels like that's why he was going around to these different places. He went there maybe to get that coffee drink, and then he goes over to, Kate's Cup of Joe. We'll probably see her in a minute. And
well, let me take you frame by frame.
You don't go, you don't go to Costco for a coffee drink or how many bottles. I go to Sam's Club and Costco too much. Okay, I'll go there probably once a week to Sam's Club. Vincent was there today. It's either me or him. We're there. Just like the baby oil in the Diddy case. I said, you can't buy that much baby oil at Costco or at Sam's. And was I right? I was right. Well, you're going to get like the whole cow if you go to Costco. I'm about to go get my chocolate milk mix and show y'all. It's like this, has a handle on it. And then I think what it is he was told no. So then he just stands there like kind of like in a limbo mode. Like he doesn't want to be like he's being shot down by somebody again. And I think he doesn't want to just like walk out because then like maybe he thinks will look at him weird. But so he just stands there with her and drinks that water like weirdly instead. I mean, we're going to go back one more time. Like, I'm going to show you. Because he be weird. He be doing some weird stuff.
People just, what is about 8
Look,
hours
she's like, nope, sorry, sir.
to that, you know? He walks in there. I mean,
if that was Sam's, you would have been gone, but you wouldn't have been able to check out.
Kind of a clueless type person, though. It's kind of, I mean, it's pretty strange. You would go into a Costco without a card or something and think you can go in and buy a drink. It almost feels like that's why he was.
That's what he wanted.
Going around to these different places. He went there maybe to get that coffee drink, and then he goes over to Kate's Cup of Joe. We'll probably see her in a minute. And
I just can't get over that. He went in there for something else. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, he had a water in his hand. He was okay. He wasn't dying for thirst. But I feel like he went in there for something else. Just like what did he get at the Albertsons? It's like he's looking for something.
And
well, let me take you frame by frame. I want to go
maybe cleaning supplies.
Great. I want to go in sequence because you are really, really thorough in how you put this together. So let me start. This is Clarkston, Washington, which is important to say because it's hours after the murder. And Clarkston is 33 miles south of Pullman and Moscow. It's about a 40-minute drive. So he's a long way away from where these murders took place. But the first video I want to show is when he did that walk into Costco. I want to play it again because there's something significant.
You notice his shirt's messed up?
And I think what we've all kind of figured
like his shirt's untucked on one side
out here is that the greeter, he's about to walk right by the greeter, and the greeter says, "Give me your card, your membership."
And then just talks to her weird.
Yeah, and he just sort of stands there. He probably sounds similar to when he was talking to the police officer, the female police officer, when he was pulled over. It's interesting how he was holding his left hand when he came in. It was kind of oddly, shaped, and that's the hand that has the Band-Aid on it, right? So maybe he was trying to hide that hand a little extra. I mean, you can kind of see, look how he's moving in. See how it's kind of like, it's not really that natural the way he's holding it right there. See that? Very kind of strange.
It looks fine to me.
Like, sort of
got weird hands.
Relaxed next to him. It's sort of a weird shape. And now he puts it in his pocket.
Well,
I don't know if
casually and relaxed it should be if you're walking in somewhere, right? You shouldn't be tight. I mean, I don't know.
If he just does that, or
I'm giving Kohlberger too much credit, I guess.
To notice his hand.
But what's up with the shirt coming undone? Did he just like miss that part of his shirt when he was tucking it in? Because I'm pretty sure in that picture it was all tucked in. Maybe it got untucked in the car.
And but he's just probably coming up with excuses like, "Hey,
that person's so close, didn't even know."
Pennsylvania, so maybe I thought I could just come in and buy a coffee or something. I mean,
well,
I don't know. We don't know what he's saying.
Maybe, maybe this is the only essence of a conscience that he might have, is that he's feeling the pain of the cut on that left finger that's bandaged, and maybe is subconsciously hiding it because it's the only sign of what he's just done a mere 8 hours before this video was taken. I want to show him after he leaves this Costco and is basically rebuked by the greeter because he doesn't have a membership.
This woman, whoever's at this Costco employee, she's going to see this on Banfield and she's going to say, "Oh my good golly."
Or at least a card. He walks out, and this is the white Elantra. He's driving that now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to pause it one more time. Do you know how hard it is does anybody raise your hand if you go to Costco? Raise your hand if you don't go to Costco because you can't park anywhere. Me. We can never find parking at Costco. Ever. So if that's the same at this Costco, like I've been to a few Costcos and it's like that. Like you can't ever get parking. It's crazy. Then, I mean, he's got the nerves of steel to be able to go through that parking lot and, not just park like in the middle of the parking lot, like literally just stop your car and walk in. I'm surprised he would do all that and then go in there knowing It says Costco wholesale on the side of the building.
Infamous white Elantra out of the Costco parking lot. This is
Look at all them
12:37
cars.
p.m., which is such a significant time because, Gray, this is 39 minutes since the initial 911 call came in to the police about what was found in that house.
It's always interesting to have those juxtaposition of different time frames like that. There's people, in a completely different place that are just now horrified by what he did, and he's casually walking around doing things that normal people do, and he knows while driving around that he's killed 4 people. It's crazy.
And we talked at length after this date about, a white Elantra. We're on the hunt for a white Elantra, and there it was that morning driving past Costco. Also, just want to mention that this is also the moment, Gray, where police are at the house and they are questioning roommates who are so shaken they can barely stand, and they're in the cold. In their, almost pajamas and shorts and T-shirts, trying to answer the questions of the police. They don't even know that Kaylee and Maddie are dead on the 3rd floor at this point. They don't even know that Xana and Ethan are dead. They just know something terrible has happened. I want to go to your next video, and it's just as he leaves that Costco parking lot, and he heads past a place called Kate's Cup of Joe. Can you walk me through this next video and what you saw where the Elantra passes by the coffee shop, and point out where it is on the screen?
Yeah, the coffee shop was just prior to that. So if you got to scroll back, he drove right through the actual driveway of the sort of a little miniature coffee shop, and then he does a U-turn, and you can just see, look how slow he's moving around. You'll see it again here in a second. See that little building right there in the upper right-hand corner with the roof on it? That's the coffee shop, Kate's Cup of Joe. The camera is coming from the chef store, and I'm the one that's zooming it around, just making it a little bit clearer. So you're just following the Elantra, and it comes in, and then it actually stops in the parking lot for a little bit. Now, I don't know if he's waiting in line to pull out onto the road, but he just kind of hangs out there for a while. And it seems like maybe Kate's Cup of Joe was closed, and he's just looking for coffee.
I checked. I actually checked
because
I wondered the same thing. And so the team, the Banfield team, checked.
There's someone in there.
Kate's Cup of Joe is open on Sundays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I could just see someone. And I just saw someone. Like, I swear, am I losing it? Because I thought you could see someone in a black shirt and like they moved. Okay, watch when he comes back.
Checked. Because I wondered the same thing, and so the team, the Banfield team, checked and found out that
there,
Kate's Cup of Joe
flashes
is open on Sundays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And so he's there, and it's.
I'm going to say I saw it
After 12:30 in the afternoon. In fact, this is a half mile away from the Costco where he just left the parking lot, and it's a 3-minute drive by car. So if he left the Costco at 12:37, it's now 12:40, and this is when he's driving by. So Kate's Cup of Joe is open. It's sort of odd that he passes by, given where he's about to head next. And before we head next,
I could tell you maybe. Just, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe he didn't know which way to go through the drive-through. And so again, he didn't want to look stupid, like going through the drive-through the wrong way. Maybe that's why he was going through it that way. And then he's like, maybe this isn't the way I'm supposed to be going. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Because I mean, if he really wanted coffee, which we don't know what he wanted, he could have had those little coffee drinks at home or something. He could be just cruising.
Do show this part as the car
drives
to the right-hand side of the screen. It's just almost out of frame.
It's so cute. It's just this little stand.
And I think it stops for like, what, a minute or so?
Yeah, it just kind of sits there, and then eventually pulls out and turns left.
This rap song
watch it all the way around, even on the curve. You just keep watching into the distance where it's heading to the next place, Albertsons. But I don't know what he's doing all these different times where he stops. Even when I guess even later when he leaves Albertsons, he sits in his car again for 5 minutes before driving away. So he does these.
So this is the video where the Elantra's going.
That to me is not. I do that. Does anybody else sit in their car for a minute? I mean, like I'll get in my car and I have to get everything out, that I need, like out of my purse, because I can't be getting into my purse while you drive. You can't do that. It's a no. So I get everything I need. Or if I'm passenger princessing it up, Vincent will sit on his phone for a good 5 to 10 minutes. You bet your butt. I'll record it sometime this weekend. I'm going to record it for you because he does it. And I'm like, are we going to go? Like, finally, I'll say something after like 5 minutes. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's weird because he's not where he lives, you know.
On the far right-hand side of the screen, almost in the middle of the parking lot, and it just doesn't move. Unfortunately, we've cut the video there. But I can just promise you that what Gray showed us was that Elantra stops, and it's hard to tell, but it doesn't look like it's waiting for traffic. It just looks like it might be grabbing a phone call or maybe a text. And Gray, that was important because we know that he was calling his mother and texting with his mother multiple times this morning. And this is only, again, 8 hours after he has slaughtered these kids, and only 3 hours since he drove by the home again to double check maybe where his knife sheath was. So
that's what I want to see on camera. I want to see that daytime footage of him returning to the scene. Because we've seen the car at night, supposedly, you know, hauling ass out of there, but we've never seen the car coming back. I'm just curious. That'd be something to look forward to.
Let's move on to the next spot. He's past the Kates. He didn't stop there, it appears, and now he heads to an Albertsons, which is not very far away. It's like right next to the Costco. So here's the white Elantra coming into the Albertsons. So he's driven far away. So, he's driven 3 minutes by car, a half mile away to the Kates, and then he's driven back to this Albertsons, and he's into this parking lot.
Yeah, and then he's going to pull in next to a dark truck, and you can follow him all the way in. And, after this video that I made, I actually edited another version where, it's sequenced. So the timing inside the building is matched up with the timing of the car parking and then walking in. So it just looks like an actual, like a video, a film where it cuts to the next camera right when it's supposed to. But he parks right over there. If you watch it, I don't know if it keeps playing, but he parks next to a truck and then gets
unfortunately,
out.
You're talking too much, Gray.
Views of the white Elantra coming in, but what he does is he drives to the left-hand side of the screen and he parks way over in that left upper-hand corner. Let's roll the next video where he's now walking from his car and into the Albertsons, because of course what we're all watching for is trying to get a close-up look of his face, which is coming, just not right now. And I remembered, Gray, you were looking at this the first time and you weren't sure if it was him, but now, as you said, you sequenced, right?
Yeah, that's him. Look at him.
I was able to kind of tell because with the dark pants and the shirt that it was him. Later, I did another live stream after that, but yeah, you can see him turn in, and then right there, you pick it up on the next camera as he's coming in. There's a lot of, overlapping time frames where there's nothing happening. But if you go with the
too bad that truck didn't just, a couple seconds, and just.
And this is 12:46 p.m., so it's 9 minutes since he left that Costco parking lot. And like you said, by the way, these two parking lots, the Costco and this Albertsons, are just separated by a road. So he's sort of driven away and come back. Now, he walks out of frame here. Let's go to the next video where he's going to walk into frame because he's walking in. There he is, walking into the Albertsons. We're getting a lot closer now to seeing him up close and personal.
Okay, does he ever leave to get that coffee drink?
12:49. And you can, clearly see that this is the same person who was walking through the parking lot. So it's easy.
If he's trying to get a coffee drink, why didn't he get one in Albertsons?
To match that.
I want to see
this picture.
I want to see his pictures.
That previous clip was also in the same 12:49. It was when I think 12:46 is when he pulled in, because those two match up right with each other. So he goes around, and then he comes around to the self checkout. You literally see him move I don't know if you guys play that part, but he moves the bottle in front of the machine and it registers and he puts it down.
Play the next video as Gray is talking. I just want to make sure that we follow you and what you're saying, Gray. So here is the next video, Gray. You said he walked over to the left-hand side where there were coffee drinks, and there he is at the self-checkout on the left-hand side of the screen. You can see the light shirt, dark pants.
Yeah, and you could see he put it next to the machine and registered it. Now he's putting a card or something right there. and he's going to pay for it, and he puts it in the bag in a moment here, and
he's in the store
then just walks
for
out
7
nonchalantly.
minutes.
Yeah,
he's in the store for
there.
7 minutes total. It comes out with a bag, and I think what you'd mentioned was the coffee drink, which made me wonder: was he going into the Costco? And by the way, I can't help but just note that this is like the first close up, of his face as he's walking by this camera in the Albertsons. And I think we've got to slow down.
He does have a bag. What you got in that bag? Like Ludacris would say. I want to know, but we'll never know. It could be a coffee drink.
So you just sort of catch it a little bit better. I just see this.
I mean, it has a little weight to it, I guess, but I mean, it could just, I don't know. That doesn't really look like a.
This is a guy who just doesn't seem to be concerned about anything. And it is astounding to see.
He needs his coffee, Banfield. Obviously, he was up all night. Never went home and went to bed, it seems like, because he was calling mother at like 6 a.m. And then you got him dressing up in his finest to take his picture and then go back over there and then go all the way over here to the, Kate's Cup of Joe, Albertsons, Costco, and then he drives, around. Okay, well, yeah. He needed to get coffee. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. That's what he was thinking of. I need some coffee. I swear that we're gonna do our part 2 of the, like, if we think he's a psychopath tomorrow. And I was looking stuff up on that today. I full-heartedly believe that.
All these people who crossed paths with a maniacal killer, having no idea who was in their midst. All the while, they were all about to find out about the hell that had happened, in the town just 30 minutes away. But he's walking away. And I guess the assumption is that he wanted to go to Costco to get this coffee drink, maybe drove right by Kate's, didn't realize it was open maybe, and then ended up at this Albertsons to get whatever it is in that bag and maybe the coffee drink.
Then why do we go to Costco?
I wonder if at Kate's Cup of Joe they have a break time, They have to have lunch too. So it's possible he was there, but it'd be kind of stupid to take a break right when most people want to go get a coffee, like right during their lunchtime.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
he leaves the store.
Yep.
He leaves the store. He leaves the store at 12:58, and this is him again heading back out across the Albertsons parking lot with that bag, and heading towards the car. I keep wondering, Gray, if this, where are we in the process of him getting rid of evidence? Has he done it in the 8 hours leading up to this, prior to getting back to his apartment and showering? Is he still got evidence in that car that he plans to ditch? Because he's in Clarkston.
I think he ditches it between that window of like 5:30 and 8:30 or whatever it was at night when he turns his phone back off. That's the perfect time. Turned his phone back off. Why'd you do it, bro? I mean, he never did it before.
He's 33 miles south of Pullman and Moscow here.
Yeah, my thing is I'm not sure. I'm wondering if this whole trip down here because he must have turned his phone off right after he leaves right here at 104. You see it at the top there. It's almost like he turned his phone off, and because it was 4.5 hours later that he turns it on near Johnson, Washington at 5:32 to 5:36, and that's right near where there's this tree that somebody said they saw a white vehicle parked next to. And then when law enforcement went out there, they saw that the earth was disturbed, and they checked around with the metal detectors and so forth, and they didn't find anything. If this was like the scouting mission, and then he goes and collects the knife and the clothing at like 5:32, 5:40-ish time frame, and then he takes those items and puts it somewhere where he's aware. Now he's scattered out. He puts it there, and then he doesn't turn his phone back on again until 8:30 when he's back in Pullman. So he turned it off during that crucial time frame. So that's kind of how I'm thinking.
In my opinion, he put it in the Snake River. That's just my opinion. That would be the easiest thing to do. I mean, it's November, it's cold, and they had that murder case where the guy dumped his wife into the Snake River. They never found her. Never did find her. So do you think they'll find a little knife? They don't have the sheath. one less thing I guess they have to look for, you know?
The possibility.
It's fascinating because he gets into that he gets into his car at Albertsons at 104 and sat in the car for 6 minutes before leaving. Or rather, he gets back to the car at 12:58. He leaves the parking lot at 104. So he's 6 minutes in that parking lot. Maybe again on the phone with mother. Don't know, but
maybe writing directions down so he can turn his phone off. I don't know.
For the next 5 hours, as you mentioned so astutely in your videos, he is off the radar. Gray, fantastic journalism, just really great, because this has been so chilling. So many people wondering, what are all the blanks in this story that we didn't learn because there was no trial? And as it were, things are going to drop. Eventually, we will hopefully learn a lot more about what he did, why he did it. We're not there yet, but every little piece is a part of the puzzle. Great work. Thank you for coming on to
Great work. Great work. Gray does get mad a lot. Yeah, he be getting mad a lot. He be yelling at people. I be watching some clips of him and I'm like, dang. I can never see me talking to y'all like that. So he didn't have I don't think he had any blood on his hands. Or why did he have blood on his front door? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I know that they tested it, but I don't know if it ever came back as positive. If it did, then there's a lot of reasons why that he could have had. It just depends on how much. I mean, I don't know how much it would have been. Do you know exactly how much it was? That would probably be a good place to start. So this is going to be Hunter Johnson's interview, and he's obviously the person who discovered, Xana and Ethan, and then they all called the police together outside of the house. There are some videos that are out that have let me go back so I can explain them. Like different people, like different viewpoints of the body cam video that came out. The body cam video that showed the interaction with DM, the first, interview with her and Bethany. This is a different officer's point of view. So we may go over that either tomorrow or, I don't know, next week sometime. Yeah, he does be having a temper. Yeah, he gets mad. He put himself in jail that time and he said, is anyone going to bail me out? And nobody did. I'm sorry. People crack me up. They do. They really do. I shouldn't say anything. Knock on wood, that heaven forbid I ever have like a medical or, something happen to me. And I wouldn't come to you guys. Never mind. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about someone else. It's just this place is wild and out. This whole place is wild and out, and I'm just here laughing about it the whole time. I mean, I'm just here for the laughs, Okay, so this is going to be the video with Plunder. Actually, let me put that last video in the let me put Banfield's video in the chat. And we did the first one, and then I'll do this one throughout the live. Make sure you go over to Plunder, subscribe to her. She's a good creator. She's a very sweet creator. I'm pretty sure she's from Ohio. I'm pretty positive that she's from Ohio. There's a lot of creators from the great state of Ohio. Some of the creators are great, some of them not so much. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know who they all are, but I know that I've heard that there's a few, and I think of one or two other than Plunder. So yeah. Great state to live in, I guess. So, okay, this is the interview with Hunter. It's 16 minutes long. We'll pause it for commentary, of course, but I'm going to let you guys try to listen to it too. Maybe I could put the closed captioning on.
So, what's your first name? And what's your middle initial name?
I'll get in his name.
And what's a good phone number for you?
This is sad.
And what's a good address for you? Okay. So
I'm just gonna say something really quick. It looks like he's like tilted back. I've always heard that like in police interviews and stuff like that and interrogations, if somebody is like leaning into you, you know, like that means they're like there for the conversation, you know, they're not trying to like run away or anything. But if people are like doing this or like trying to get away from you, you know, they're like trying to get out of that room and they just want out of that, like out of that, whatever they're in. And I feel that with him. Like that's probably why he has his little chair tipped back. But yeah, he's probably like, get me out of this little room.
you do not live at the house, right?
No.
Okay. So what do you got for me? What do you know?
It was like right around noon, maybe just before then, and called my girlfriend that she thought something was not right in her house, and she heard and saw a man in their house last night, and she wanted us to come over to like make sure everything was okay, because they just locked themselves in I think is what they said. And so I was the first one to get over there. I left pretty quickly because I just wanted to make sure, and I got over there and I walked up the stairs, and I immediately went into Xana's room, which was the only room I went into. I went up the stairs, saw them. Were pretty uncontrollably crying and didn't know what was going on.
Sure.
And I told them to get out of the house and call the cops. And I went to the kitchen and grabbed a knife from the drawer because I didn't know if someone was still in the house or not. And I grabbed the knife. It's probably still on the little table they have in the living room area.
Downstairs.
Like in the middle, like where the kitchen level, that level.
There's like a little area there.
Yeah, there's an area, and I put the knife there after, but I grabbed the knife and I went into the room and I checked like the closet and everything to make sure there was no one in there, and it didn't seem like anyone was in there. And then
He must be talking about how he checked their pulse or something, or he saw blood or something, maybe. That's why it's redacted. We have the interview with Hunter, though.
Okay.
Shoot.
That part might be redacted out there, too.
Sorry, this is just a lot. What's his name?
That's really sad. That's really sad.
That's his name.
Upset.
They all came into the house. They were coming up the stairs, and I told them, get out. They do not want to come in. They need to get out. And that's when you guys roughly showed up around the scene, was when I told them to get out.
Get out. Okay.
And then one of the policemen came, and I showed him where I saw them, and he just said, stay where you're at. And I said, okay. And I didn't know if there were any more people upstairs. I didn't go up there.
Okay.
The cops came as soon as.
What, did you go to the party last night?
No.
Okay.
I was talking with Ethan. I have a text from him most of the night. We were talking because he wanted me to come, and I didn't really want to walk all the way over there. Yeah.
The text messages, were they just through Messenger, or are they through?
Just, normal message, iMessage or whatever.
You got your phone on you?
No, I can go grab it though.
Where is it? Is
It's just in there.
I'll have to do that in a sec. So how do you know Ethan?
I met him during Rush in college. It's where you try to go into a house.
Is Ethan part of a fraternity?
Mason's.
He is. Okay.
Yeah. And I met him there during Rush, and I've known him ever since the fall of last year.
Okay. Are you in a fraternity now?
I'm a grad student. I don't live in the house anymore, but I was in.
Okay. Is that what they call whatever it was?
Or that's a sorority.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these names.
It's totally okay.
Okay. So, your girlfriend,
Yep.
right? So she gets a call from around noonish.
Yep.
It's you. So you head over to the place.
Yeah, it was on speakerphone, so me all heard it, and we all kind of got up and we're gonna go check on him.
The same sorority? Is that how they know each other?
Yeah, they're also roommates.
Okay. And where does is he?
He's in a different. He's in a fraternity, but he is like seeing right now. So he was just saying he stayed the night over at their apartment. I stayed there and she stayed there. So I was in her room and he was in her room.
Okay. What time? So, I'm trying to figure out who's who now. Did not go to the party last night, right?
No.
That was the one I'm thinking of. There was another vowel name there that I was getting up. Okay, so you and Aaron go to the party.
No.
You guys just hang out?
Yeah, they
okay.
go over there.
Okay. And then other than you walked up the stairs
when I walked into the house and like entered the code to get into the house, they were in the room, which is on the very bottom floor, like right next to the main
to the front, right?
Yeah. And they heard me come in and they like were like, oh my god, and I was like, it's just what's going on.
Okay.
And that's when I walked upstairs and they're like, we don't know what's going on. And I checked it out. And
how did you get the code to the door?
We just know it because we're all friends.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he did enter the code to go in, and they were still in Bethany's room behind that locked coded door.
When was the last time that you were over at?
The last time before today was yesterday.
Okay. And what were you doing over there yesterday?
We were pre-gaming the football game for the families.
Gotcha. Was it there?
No, she was at work at the football game.
Okay. What time did you get to the house and you guys left at game time to Kissing?
What time did we get there?
Yeah.
I would say it was roughly either noon or 1.
Okay.
Like somewhere around there.
Then what time did you guys leave?
We left their house and went to a different apartment at the Whites at, I would say, roughly like 2:30.
Okay.
And then everyone left and there was no one there.
Okay.
We all left together.
So last time you were there was 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time I was there?
The night before.
Okay.
Like the night before yesterday.
So that would be what, Friday night?
Yes, Friday night.
Okay. So you walk in the door, and are in the bedroom down the first floor.
Yep.
Obviously, they're kind of freaked out. You see them.
Mm-hmm.
You head upstairs.
Yep.
Hit that open area with the kitchen and all that stuff is.
Yeah, like where the couches are. I walk in and then I look into Sam's room because the door was like somewhat open.
Okay.
And then I like opened it, and then I saw that and I told them to get out and call the cops.
Okay.
Because it seemed because I didn't know what I was seeing, like in like the
as I'm typing. Hey, King B. Johnson. He's a grad student. Okay, I said, yeah, they because they hung around the younger roommates of the house.
And then I told him to
Get out.
get out.
Right. Anybody that you know that has it out or has a problem with even Ethan and Xana? How long have they been dating? Do you know? Has it been a minute?
Yeah, they've been dating for a little bit.
Okay.
I want to say they've been dating. They were dating for like, I would say 8 months.
Okay.
Probably.
No problem with Xana's ex or with Ethan have an ex?
He did, but she doesn't go here.
Okay, so they're not anymore. Okay.
I don't know anyone who would have it out for them.
How well did you know Xana and, or not Xana, sorry, Maddie and Kaylee?
I knew Xana very well just because we were all friends. Yeah, we were all friends together and friends with Xana for a long time. Maddie, I like could be acquaintances with. I didn't really like know her that well. I just saw her at her house every once in a while. I would say hi and have conversations with her.
Okay.
But I didn't really know her super well like I knew Ethan and Xana.
Right.
And then Kylie, I didn't know really at all.
Kylie.
Okay. You weren't around seeing anything. That's not a big deal. Nothing on social media. Nothing's been posted. Nothing going on around there.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my phone, my camera. If I you can have your phone, so I can grab some pictures of those.
I think he wanted him to stay in the room. I think he was just going to go grab the camera and then come back. But I think Hunter walked out with him because he probably has a really nervous energy. But I don't think he needed to go out with him, but I'm not sure.
Those two. I'll be right there.
Okay. This was the last text from yesterday. He sent this picture to me, and then I asked if you guys are still like, and he said, "Yeah, where you at?"
Okay.
This was.
Can I go back a little bit?
Sure.
Can you go with that? That's the afternoon. So that's him trying to get you to go to the party? Or is that him getting you?
This part right here was to go to the pregame at Santa's in their house.
Gotcha.
This was the pregame, and then this was, I was asking about that party that night.
Right. And I'm just going to grab that.
So he's just taking pictures of his cell phone.
And use
Text
contact
messages.
info.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you can think of? Anything that maybe talking about over the last couple of weeks that maybe been bothering them, or?
No, I can't think of anything, honestly.
Okay. Who else? I don't know anybody out there, so it's kind of weird for me to say, hey, I'll just take the next number, survey number 4 now, whatever it is, 'cause it's kind of gay. Who else out there should I talk to sooner than others that I didn't get maybe them on their way and go to their?
You already talked to, right? I'm pretty sure someone already talked to
I think
her.
so.
I think he said Emily.
Already talked to.
I talked to Dylan.
There's the
Dylan, so I said.
are Ethan's twins.
Okay. And what was the other one? So we got 2. Okay.
I've been saying talk to Maisie and Hunter.
Didn't go into the house.
Okay.
I don't think he would be much help, but you could talk to him if you wanted.
Okay.
Also didn't go into the house really. Like I told them to get out as soon as they got in. Was walking up the stairs, but I told her to get out. I'm the only one that I know saw anything.
Okay.
Like at least
Right.
I don't think them saw it because they were too scared to like go check it out.
Okay. Okay. And I will have to see if I can talk to them. Or both.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, if there's anything that comes up, pops up, with it's kind of an event like this that's traumatic, a lot of times things will just kind of get tossed around or whatever. So if something pops up later on down the road, obviously give us a call, give us a shout. Regardless of what it is, sometimes you'll just be staring at some french fries and something will come back in.
Okay.
Or obviously if you hear something pops up on social media, then call the department and let us know.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Anything else I need to know?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to keep myself muted there for a minute because I thought my dog was growling. I was like, oh no, she's not. What's the other one doing? Sleeping like an angel. It's my older dog. The younger one likes to growl. She likes to growl at everybody, even the cat. I don't know, Ladybug. I didn't know that. I've never heard of that. I've never heard about that. And Hunter went to get his phone. PKC said, yeah, I figured he just had some nervous energy. Yeah, he checked the closets. Yeah. I mean, that was actually pretty smart of him. I was thinking about that. Like that he had the wherewithal like to like not I mean, he should be a paramedic or something. I don't know. Like he had the the wherewithal to stop right there and not scream like just not I was gonna say that would have been a good reference, but scream like his head off or something. He turns around and he's like, get out of here. He thinks of these girls behind him, first off. Then he goes and gets a knife instead of just running in there and checking them like, all willy-nilly like. He's like, I'm gonna be protected. I wouldn't think that way. I would probably just run in and like check a pulse, or you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation actually, but I don't think I would have thought to get a knife. And it was smart of him. And then he checked her closet, and in that room, in that closet doesn't have a door on it. So it's like, and it kind of goes like back. So it's kind of like a walk-in, but it's not a walk-in, but you could almost imagine it being like one. Someone could definitely, hide in there. Yeah. He was pretty, yeah. Yeah, they did bleep a lot out. I think they bleeped out a lot of the names, which we kind of knew what those ones were. And then they just bleeped out his name and then phone number. And I was trying to look in the first interview they had with him, and it doesn't say anything that's like this is when they were talking about like him being outside and stuff outside. So it doesn't like correlate with that. So I'm gonna have to look and see if there's another interview that I'm missing. I'm probably missing another one. Yeah, well, Laura, he probably didn't think that he was seeing that. Or, like when you're that age. I mean, I hope that these kids get the counseling that they need, because they're going to need it, they're going to need it. They're definitely going to need a lot of counseling. I know that Dylan got a GoFundMe. I hope that she's still on her parents like insurance. I know you have to be like in school, and I don't think she is. I'm not sure, but I know you could like, but I'm hoping that she is, or hoping that they have her set up with something to where she can go to get like, psychiatry help and all that for free. Like she doesn't have to pay for that, like, or has insurance to help her pay for that. You know what I mean? Like where it's not like, straight coming out of her pocket, because that $100,000 will go quick. Right. When it comes to what they're like 140 an hour or something crazy, probably more expensive than that. I don't even want to know. Yeah. I hope everyone has a counselor to talk to. Yeah. And if you don't, keep working at it. We see you, we know you've been working at it, and you'll get there. Cause I remember when I tried to find a psychiatrist again, and I went through the worst places to get to where I'm back where I'm at now. So oh really, Jerry? That would be unexpected. Yeah, they did PJ second chance. I know they did, but I don't know if those people would. I mean, I guess they would help as long as, I mean, I would still think that they would still help even if they didn't go to school there, but you never know when it comes to that school. Yeah, no. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen my Ethan nails, which where the heck did he just go? He went somewhere and then came back. I got them done the other day. They're like a yellow, and then you can't see them, but they're like a yellow, and then they have polka dots on the. I'll have to take a picture of these dang things because my camera like zooms into my face. Like I don't know. It just won't zoom into the nails. Can you see them a little bit? Maybe if I put them back. There we go. Now you can see them. There we go. Now you can see them. They're like a mustard color this year. Instead of the bright yellow, we did a mustardy color. And they're really cute. And I would have never, ever, ever picked out this color if it wasn't for him. And now I really like it. I'm really liking this color. I'm liking this whole, this just might be my October, my October nails. Do a yellow, maybe do a burnt orange next month or something. I like to, do my nails for their like birth months. And then I knew my birth month was in October. I mean, I knew that every year, but this year's the big 40. So I have to, I'm going to change them up. I hope so. Cause they weren't even salty. They weren't even saying that they were getting any what are they like? Victims advocates. Like victims advocates weren't even reaching out to them. Now that's what some of the victims' parents said. I don't know. But what I do know is, yeah, they should be getting a fund. But I know that so I'm a crime victim, but not like this. But technically, like in the system or whatever, that's what they consider me. And I try to just get my money back for the clothing that they ripped off of me, because that's what you can like collect for and stuff. And they were like, nope. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm missing an eyeball, and I'm asking for like it was like nothing compared to like what the victim's crime, compensation can give you. But I was like, fine then. I hope that they can find some people, and I hope that Dylan gets the help that she deserves. And I know that I know she's probably already getting help, but I hope she feels comfortable one day, coming back outside and not just being on the computer and like, doing everything like with her friends, online. Hopefully one day she'll, want to go back out into the world, and hopefully that day's, soon, because she said what she needed to say right to Brian Kohberger, and I'm proud of her. Right. I don't think I'd ever want to send my child away to college. I'd be like, I know there's a part where you have to let them go. But do you? I mean, do you really? Do you really? Maybe candy corn colored nails. Oh, look at that. There is, yeah. Yeah, I said I think it has like 115,000. It was over the 95, I think, or something that they asked for. It was her, I think her aunt set it up. Something like that. Yeah, till the end of your 25th birthday. Yeah, I think I was like something like that, or my 26th or something. It was a weird one. It was a weird year. I think mine was like my 26th, though, I want to say. But it could have been my 25th. But yeah, I mean, I remember I had like 2 different insurances. I was riding like good there for a little while. I was like, I had two insurances. Back down to 1. But hey, one is better than none. Hey, Courtney, it was a good live. It'll be a lifetime of therapy, yeah. Well, she can come and sit with me if she wants, because I'm in that. I mean, I'll be going to therapy probably the rest of my life too. And not because I'm messed up in the head, just because I got the anxiety a little bit. Really, I mean, anxiety, OCD. I've got a few, 5 or 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know. But I did hear a psychiatrist today, or a psychologist, give his expert opinion on Brian Koberger and stuff, and like his autism and OCD and stuff. And you know how I told y'all I didn't think he was OCD. I was just not feeling it. I said he's only washing his hands, like that's it. Well, this guy like was like saying, like he made me feel validated. He was like, he's like, I definitely don't think he has OCD. He's like, OCD is something that when you have it, you're so afraid of like you feel things. Like he's like, and Brian Koberger doesn't feel things. Like he's not an empath. Like if he is psychotic, they were saying. So I was like, it was pretty interesting, because I was like, when he said that, I was like, I didn't think he was either. I was like, I didn't think he was. Me too. I had the PTSD. Yeah. PTSD is probably one of the worst things for me. And it's only like little things. Like Vincent, like if I'm in here, let's just say I'm working, I know he's in the house, right? If he just comes up and he's like, hey, I'll scream. Like I know he's here, but he's so dang quiet. I swear he floats like an angel. You can't ever ever hear him coming. Yeah, I have OCD too, DM, and it is a prison. Yeah. It's a club that you don't want to be in it. Like it's just those, it's just the littlest things too that get me. Like, but that's fine. It's fine. Oh, Scotty, I feel that. I'm so sorry. Hey, Crime Kitty. Well, if you guys want, go over, make sure you're subscribed to my second channel, Unfiltered. I thought about going live over there, maybe Friday nights or like Saturday or Sunday nights or Sunday day or something. I don't know, but like during the weekend sometime, and doing like a live over there, just chit chatting and just talking about whatever we want to talk to. Because yeah, the reflexes. Yeah, I'm like. Or if someone knocks on my door, that's one for me. I run to the closet. I hate the damn door knock. Unless they do the friendly knock, the dun, 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 dun. You do that, and I'm going to look through the peephole at least and see who it is. Thank you, Julian. This case scared the crap out of me as a dad. My kids were in their first year of college back then. The wife and I got them a rental and secured the crap out of of Home Depot. Oh. Well, they're lucky to have parents like you. And thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. You diagnosed BK as a turd. It's not scientific sounding. I guarantee it's accurate. Did you see him walking? He did have the gait of somebody that was like formerly a bigger person. I don't know how to explain that. But I mean, like, and it's not a bad gait per se. It's just like his hips. Like you could tell in his hips, like, and I think that's what it is. Like, that you can, like his hips, like he is smaller and then his hips get bigger. And then his legs got smaller. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he did there. Has a little triangle, donut, leg body. I don't know. Two years before this happened. Wow. I forgot you live right there, PKC. He's got nice birthing hips. Now that's the comment of the night. Maybe that's what we should write to him we have to write him something in jail. We have to. We need like some one-liners like that. And we just start sending them. I'll send some letters. I'll get some stamps. I just got some the other day. And they're forever stamps. We can forever use them. He's got good birthing hips. Yeah. I'd say you do, Coburger. I hope you hear this. He can't hear me. He ain't got the YouTubes. We got to get me on the bigger national. Listen, I'm over here talking about birthing hips. I'm like, we should get me on somewhere good. I think Nancy would take me. How you doing, Aries? Stinky Pete Savages. Are you still on the island? He's an eggplant. Yeah. Not as smart. Yeah. How did he not know about just cameras everywhere? Oh, I thought you was in it. Well, you should be in it. You could have taken my spot. I mean, I didn't have a spot, but I was like, don't you ever go. No, don't you go over there. I'm not on there. I think Clue won it the last time. I mean, it's Turtle Island, Don't know what you get for that. Recognition? I don't know. But yeah, nothing happens in Moscow. Yeah, she did. I like Joneson. I love her, actually. I like Joneson a lot. She might win. I like her. I hope she stays in. She don't yell. Oh, Jackie, don't be voting for me on no Turtle Island. I stay clear away from the island. I stay like there's an island and then another island and then like 50 more islands. And then you got to go like 4 other planets to get to where I'm at. I'm just kidding. I do like Dolly. Dolly can be funny. He can be funny. And on that show, he is funny when he does Turtle Island. He does. He like when he does the Turtle Island, he's pretty funny. Who do you vote for? Who do you vote off? That's all I hear him ever say. And it's, he's just a funny guy. He's a funny guy. But thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah. I know that little light bulb cam. And I keep forgetting to get that down to show you guys just what it looks like. I mean, they're only like $20 online. I mean, and it recorded pretty good, right? I thought it did anyway, so I don't know. So, yeah. Nobody works with BJ. They just don't think that 15 creators piling up on her is a good idea. That's all it is. Just difference of an opinion. But didn't hear me have an opinion. Nope. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here. And I'm going to see you all tomorrow. My dog's back here. What the heck? What happened? They switched beds. And I don't know when that happened. I didn't even hear him. Did you guys see him? If anyone could put a timestamp if you guys can put a timestamp in the chat of when these 2 dogs switch beds, I will laugh at that because one of them's really big and she had to have gotten up and I didn't hear him. That's so funny. Okay, guys. Well, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night and have a wonderful Saturday if I don't see ya. Bye, guys.
Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.